Jump.
Guys, I want to show you an extremely cool puzzle that I've been working on lately. It is a micro 24 cube. Now, I don't know if you guys know what a 24 cube is. It's actually a deep cut helicopter cube. Now, it looks simple on the outside, but there are over 100 pieces on the inside, so it's quite complex. I call this the mini, or at least the micro 24 cube, because, well, it looks mini. It's 30 millimeters to an inch, just like a mini 3x3, but it's definitely micro if you consider the amount of pieces that are inside. Now, the last time I did a puzzle like this was when I made this Master Pentultimate. Now, if you compare it to a mass-produced Pentultimate, let me get that for a second, it actually fits inside the center of that mass-produced Master Pentultimate. So it's extremely small. And, you know, I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually have this on my channel, and it spins really well, and it even corner cuts. So, now the reason why this is, you know, so good, the reason why it spins so well is that it's small. That means there's less surface, and therefore less friction. Now, the same goes for this one. I wanted to make a small one that would be easy to turn, and yeah. Now, I want to show you the mechanism for a second before I go any further, so here we go. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of pieces on the inside. I've started to assemble it, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So, as you can see, this here, sorry, I made the camera move a bit. This here is actually a helicopter cube on the inside. So, as you can see, these are corners, these are edges, and these pieces are actually on top of those edges and corners. If you look on a Curvycopter 3, those corners are here. Those edges that you can see here and here are these pieces here. The big edges, basically. And these loose pieces are actually these central pieces here. I just removed the petals because they were too small for this puzzle. Now, on a puzzle this size, it doesn't matter if you remove small pieces, because these central pieces that correspond to these pieces here, they're going to be stabilized by the outer layer, which is the 24 cube layer. Okay, now I'm going to show you how it spins, because honestly it spins really well for such a complex puzzle. Sometimes there are lockups, obviously, almost at every turn to be honest, but that's normal with this puzzle. Now, the reason why I made this is that I wanted there to be a cheap 24 cube on the market. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to sell this because it's too complex, and I'm going to have people asking me, like, how do you do this, how do you do that, or I broke a piece, can you help me with that? And I just don't have the time for customer service, because I have a full-time job, and the only free time I have, I use it to show you guys new puzzles. Or sometimes make you know, kit sales and auctions and stuff like that. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm gonna go back on topic. This is a helicopter cube, right? I mean, it's at least based off a helicopter cube, and there are 12 turning axes. Now that means that it jumbled. So if I turn it like this, well, let me get another axis. This one seems to be locking up. Now you see that's the lockup part I was talking to you about. It tends to lock up quite easily. Now, if I turn this axis here, it starts to get pretty crazy. And I could even spin it right there afterwards, you know, I mean, it still works. It's just jumbling even worse than it was 2 seconds ago. I'm gonna stop doing this now because I don't know how to solve this puzzle, and I think it's gonna be pretty crazy to solve, especially considering, since this is a 24 cube, so a deep cut edge turning cube, there are only 24 pieces on the outside, as I said, and a lot of pieces on the inside. But solving the outside does not necessarily mean you're solving the inside, which means you can think that this puzzle is solved and still it's scrambled on the inside, so you can't do all the turns that you would like to do. So yeah, anyways, this is the micro 24 cube, and yeah, I'm pretty glad I successfully got this printed, because honestly, $12 for a 24 cube is not something I would have expected to see years ago when I started puzzle design. Guys, I hope you liked this little puzzle. If you did, Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube videos, check out my social networks, the links are in the description below, and I will see you in the next video with more of these.